Happy Friday. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the new intro and the new Powerful Gains stock options intro is going to be in all of our videos from now on. And we're going to start every video now on an upbeat. We got great information to cover today. We're going to go over the last week's price action. I was going to go over some of the winners from last week and identify how you could have gotten in. And also review some of the winners, some of the winners that did pretty well last week for me, and why I stayed in the trade, what I was looking for, to get in, what I was looking for, and why for that particular trade that we're going to cover resulted in me staying in the action, staying in until Friday when I cashed out. So going to go over those things. Going to take a look at SPY briefly to see going to revisit some key levels that I called out a while ago, and to show you how things played out on the broader market. So these technicals and these key levels and things that I highlight in my videos, there is some definite follow through and confirmation. So we're going to go over some of those things as well. So with that said, let's jump into the price action and let's get into our Saturday review. Okay, so we're looking at here, we got my regular scanner here, got the Dow Jones, we got the futures, SPY, and then we got the Dow Jones. So Dow was up $1.50, SPY was up $1.39. See, here's this key level here that I pointed out a couple of days ago. SPY wasn't doing much here. It was just kind of chopping around for a couple of days. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. It was chopping around, made a move here finally. And a very strong move. This one broke past 411 because it wasn't an uptrend. It kind of stalled for a bit, then made a move, and then ended on Friday on our doji. But we could see lots of buyers stepped in, lots of momentum coming in on Friday. Same thing for the Dow. Dow kind of had similar action. But look, let's look at some of these key levels here. The Dow Jones was moving up. These are diamonds, that represent the Dow in the spider. But let's look at this action here. Back in March 8th, it kind of hit this area here, paused for 2 days at 318. Then this candle signaled a stronger move. Lots of green volume in here, still in the squeeze, but look at momentum's coming up. And what happened the next day? Kind of a doji day, but it still closed higher than the prior day and showed some good follow through here. With you see this green volume broke out of the squeeze, and then just chopped around a bit here, pulled back to the 21, came back and continued higher. So these key levels work even on the broader markets. It's not just specific to certain stocks that I cover each week. That's the power of price action. When you're looking at price action, you're looking at the investor sentiment, and you're looking at buyers and sellers, and what the action is telling you, or what it's signaling. So it's pretty powerful. Now let's take a look at HD has been on an uptrend for quite some time. Made another strong move, up $5 again on Friday. And let's cover ISRG also has been a very strong uptrend. See, lots of congestion going on right here. Here's where you definitely don't want to trade. You don't want to be involved. But if you look at this level here, 722, this was a key level that it definitely had some problems with for quite some time. So let's look at that key level here. So it came here back in early March. This was on March 2nd. Made a down move, strong down move. This would have been a very good profitable trade had you taken it. Sell signal here, it's below the ADMA. Once it took out these guys here, that's when you could have got in, or it could have got in here. 741 was a pretty powerful level here. Stopped for a while, then actually broke above. So down here, pulled back to 684 and bounced, and then just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 2 weeks, I would say here. This whole area didn't really do much. But then it had a strong signal here with this candle, lots of green volume coming in. This signaled, that there might be a change in sentiment. Inside day, and then here, here was a change. So here's a chance where you had this been on your radar. Here's where I would have got in. You could have got in here and stayed in, or could have waited till confirmation here, which was this candle. This candle closed above prior 2 days, took out the prior high, and you could have stayed in. Just stay in until it gives you a sell signal, and then continue higher. It's coming up to a key level here at 816. So I'll be keeping an eye on this for next week. See if it makes a move past 816. I might get in on it if the price action makes sense. Amazon up $20. Holding this key level here at 33.44. Charter also had a good day. Look, lots of congestion around here, lots of choppiness. This is all the stuff you want to avoid. This action here. Made a decision, cleared all this congestion on Thursday, and then very good follow-through on Friday. So here, that's where you would have got in. You could have got in here and added more and started to take profits here. Or if you want to wait for confirmation, once it clears this candle, here's where you get in. And the nice $8 move right there from Charter, highlighted here on the Powerful Gain Stock Scanner. NVDIA also made a very, very strong move on Friday. You see this curve action here. We're pulled back here, sell signal. Here would have been your entry. Stay in, take profits here. Once you see stop, you actually could have rolled this all the way down to 156, actually 157, but it bounced. So if you're in on this trade, here's where you would have taken your profits. Big range here. But ultimately, that kicked off, an interim streak of just choppiness. Came back here, chop. This 174 level was good support. Last time when it was pulling back, you see it stopped here and started trading around this area. Then it went back up to try and test higher. When it pulled back again, notice how it stopped here at 174.56 again. Chopped around here and then made its move up higher. So you got to pay attention to price action. Where does it stop, and what does it do once it stops? Does it pause and continue down, or if it continues to chop, then it may not. The next move it makes may not be down; it may be back up to test a little higher levels. So that's I wanted to call that one out. And let's see, this one, BNTX, is one that I took advantage of last week, and was just a great trade to be in all last week and kind of follow all the fundamentals. So BNTX, made its move, chopped around for a bit, hit this key level 117, could not break until this candle. Once it broke above this candle, that started getting my attention because it was chopping, closed above this key level, and that's when I drew 122 here, this line, to see, okay, well, when price action breaks above here, that's when I'm going to get in. If it shows power, and it did. Here's where I got in on this candle, which was, this is all week, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So on this candle on Tuesday is when I got in, because it not only did it clear this key level here, 117, which was pretty tough for it to break, but it also took out, the 2 prior day highs. So this was a strong candle, and it showed confirmation that the move was that the price was continuing higher. So I stayed in until, it told me to, to exit, and it basically just kept going up. So I stayed in here around this level. I bought some more options, at the higher levels because it was showing strength. We look at four days in a row, just great volume here, strong momentum, kept making higher highs, taking out the prior day's high, prior day's close, and that's kind of how you stay in the trade. This one here, this was the last one, the last confirmation, which you can see here. It closed on Thursday. This candle, you got 141. Next day, gaps up a little higher and makes a power move up to 152. So it was up $10 for the day. That's a very strong move. And these are the fundamentals that I teach in my upcoming course. Is how to find these kind of opportunities, and then how to know when to stay in or how to know when to get out. And this is just a textbook example of everything I teach. Key levels, how to stay in. So keep an eye out for that. There'll be more news and more information coming in the coming weeks for my new course that I'm working on. And a website's going to be launching pretty soon as well too, likely before or by the end of April for the website launch. So I'll make sure to mention that as we get a little closer to that. But this is how it's done, and this works on multiple time frames. So you see, this same approach is what I took on the daily, and most of the videos that I cover, I usually mention that I like to trade in the mornings, but there are some exceptions. When a stock shows a lot of power and you see that it's not going down, and looks like it wants to go higher, then there, as long as you have your stop loss in place to lock in your profits, should it take should it pull back, you're minimizing your risk. Also, one last thing before we head out, I wanted to go over, just show you NVDIA. NVIDIA was also had a strong move. What is going on here? That was one that I also got in as well because things just disappeared for some reason. I don't know why it's not going to come up. NVDIA. Let's take this out. Get it. Okay, well, I guess we'll cover that next time. I'm having some issues, but NVIDIA is one that we're going to cover next time. Just powerful, beautiful price action on the daily chart, and we'll go over that one. Was up double digits earlier in the week. It just showed. Oh, here it is. I don't know why it's not. So let's look at this action. This is the last one before we head out. Let's get rid of this one. And okay. Well, I'm just showing you. These are how I do levels here, where the price action stops or pauses. Obviously, 611 is a key level here. Look, it bounced above here, could not break it, pulled back, had a hard pullback here. You see, once it couldn't break, back February, just flushed all the way down here until the 8th of March. Chopped around a bit up the 8th, but made some great moves here. Inside day on Friday, I'm also going to be looking for that for next week. But we have, let's go. Here's where the action got in. I actually got I caught some of this move, and I also caught some of this move here as well. Look at the volume. Powerful green volume, powerful green volume. Momentum's up. You know, a lot of things pointing to higher price action. So we got price made a move, paused here on 553, made another move higher, but notice it traded in the upper range here, but could not break above 576. Once it did, this candle broke through with a lot of power, a lot of conviction here. That's when I got in. I'm sure a lot of other traders got in. Looks like, lots of buying going on here. And then reached this key level here of 611 again. Notice 611, had some issues with before. So when it closed above here, that was a pretty strong indication that this was not going to be an issue anymore. And I caught a little bit of this move as well. So close above here, inside day, textbook again, taking out these guys, taking out the prior day's highs and closes. When that happens, time to get in. So that's NVDIA. In case any of you caught that, you can relate that, this is a very strong price action going on. Also, this is what follow through looks like. You see a strong move here. This candle showed follow through. This is kind of normal profit taking, a pause day after such a large move. You went from here 576 all the way up to 610. That's a huge move right there. So that magnitude of move, you would expect a stock to cool off quite a bit, but it made even made more gains the next day. 611 went all the way up to 627. So that's two double-digit day power moves in a row, and then it paused and then made another move. Here from 626 all the way up to 646. That's a $20 move right there again. So the magnitude where it went, look at it, the high is 648. You see the beginning of the week is back at 570, 573. That the level of movement that it made in 1 week was just tremendous. So multiple opportunities to get in. I got in right here, caught some gains here, and caught some gains here. So I got, of the 3 green days with power moves, I was in on those action on those days as well. So just wanted to highlight this. This is another example of follow through. What it looks like when a stock has follow through. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll definitely be in touch soon to go over some more key levels, some more action. So Joseph, Powerful Gains, signing off.